Chapter 16. Peace is a fragile thing, thin as a spider's web, easy to tear with a single wrong move. For 3 months I clung to it like a lifeline, savoring every normal moment with Lily. Her laughter as she chased fireflies in the backyard, her messy crayon drawings of our family, the way she'd curl up next to me on the couch every night to read a bedtime story. Gavin stopped jumping at every creak in the house, stopped checking the locks 5 times before bed. The kindergarten reopened, its walls freshly painted, the old supply closet and the dark room behind it sealed tighter than ever, a secret buried under layers of plaster and silence. Parents talked less about Janice and Jonah, their names fading into the background like a bad dream. Even the police hadn't contacted us since closing the cases, as if the whole nightmare, Sparky, the bears, the dark room had never happened. But I knew better, I always did. The red button in my nightstand box was a constant reminder, warm to the touch whenever I dared to pick it up, a faint whisper of thank you lingering in the air like a ghost of a memory. I never told Gavin about it, I never told Lily. Some secrets I'd learned were safer kept to myself, especially the ones that blurred the line between the living and the dead. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, heart racing, convinced I heard the faint sound of a child's laughter, or the soft rustle of a stuffed bear's fabric. I'd check Lily's room, my breath catching in my throat, only to find her sleeping soundly, her stuffed rabbit, a new one, no bears allowed, tucked under her arm, her face calm and innocent. You're being paranoid, Gavin would say, pulling me back into bed, his voice gentle but firm. It's over, Lyanna, Sparky's gone, the game's done. I'd nod, burying my face in his chest, trying to believe him, but a small, cold voice in the back of my head whispered otherwise. Ghosts don't just disappear because you want them to. Unfinished business doesn't vanish because you bury it. Sparky had wanted someone to play with, someone to acknowledge him, to not be afraid of him. I'd done that for a moment, but was that enough? Was one game, one kind word enough to lay a lonely, angry ghost to rest? The answer came on a rainy Saturday afternoon when the sky was gray and heavy and the rain tapped relentlessly against the windows. Lily was in her room playing with her dolls while Gavin was at the grocery store picking up ingredients for dinner. I was in the living room folding laundry when I heard it, a soft, high-pitched giggle coming from Lily's bedroom, not her giggle, too small, too sharp, too familiar. My blood ran cold. I dropped the shirt in my hands, my feet moving before my brain could catch up, rushing to her door. I paused, hand on the doorknob, my heart hammering so hard I could hear it in my ears. I took a deep breath, pushing the door open slowly. Lily was sitting on the floor, cross-legged, her dolls arranged in a circle around her, but she wasn't playing with them. She was staring at the corner of the room, her face lit up with a smile I hadn't seen since that terrible day in the dark room, wide, eager, a little too bright, and in her lap, tucked between her legs, was a small, fuzzy object. A hugging bear. Not the old, worn one from the dark room, not any of the dozens we'd seen before. This one was smaller, its fabric a pale yellow, its eyes stitched with red thread, but instead of a wide, plastic smile, its mouth was stitched into a frown, sad and lonely, and it was moving, slowly, almost imperceptibly, its head tilting toward Lily as if listening to her. Lily, my voice was shaky, barely above a whisper. Who are you talking to? She looked up at me, her smile fading a little but not disappearing. Sparky, she said, like it was the most normal thing in the world. He came back, he said he missed me, he brought me a new bear, his friend. I stepped forward, my knees weak, staring at the empty corner where she was looking. There was nothing there, no small boy with red eyes, no scar, no ghost, but the bear in her lap moved again, its paw lifting slightly as if waving at me, and then I heard it, the whisper, soft and clear, right next to my ear. I'm not done playing, mommy. I screamed, jumping back, tripping over the laundry basket behind me. The bear in Lily's lap let out a small, tinny giggle, the same sound as the original, but quieter, sadder. Lily frowned, picking up the bear and holding it protectively to her chest. Don't yell at him, mommy, she said, her voice rising. He's not bad, he just wants to play, you said it was okay. I said one game, I shouted, tears in my eyes, fear and anger mixing together.